It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC North. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals coming up next.
Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We had a couple of teams love to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
It's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a treat.
Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Cincinnati. Here comes a return from the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Slot receiver, headed right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. A gain of 24 through the air. That's a Steeler first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They run it over center with Harris. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Try to run for it with Harris. He will have a Steelers first down as they move the chains on 3rd down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
He'll get this out to the left flat. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Harris. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
1st and 10. They'll give it to Harris again. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
They'll run with Harris. Good blocking, and he's in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Steelers. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, started the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Charlie Jones now to return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, man out of the University of Washington. Here's Jake Browning.
And when it comes to Jake Browning's game, Mike, I don't think there's anything that just jumps off the screen at you. It's not a real flashy style, but truth be told, I don't really think that's a bad thing. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and as long as he does his part, I think this offense has a chance to play winning football with him leading the way.
Here's the free agent signee from Indy. It's Zach Moss. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll find Andre Yosibas. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They bring Chase in motion. A first down throw for Smith. Quickly, he gets it out to his right. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. But I don't think it's going to be his last.
That one taken in by Burton. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Smith. He'll get this complete. It's Moss. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So often, the only way to combat the perfect blitz call is to beat the blitz with the ball. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to find his open man and get the ball out of his hand because he holds on to that ball for one count longer. It most likely was going to result in a sack.
He dives, and what a catch for the first down. It's a gain of 10, and they'll get a first set of downs.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Smith now to throw on first down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Smith. This is caught at 2. And he's in. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Steelers offense ready now for their second drive. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 29. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now they'll set up to throw. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Back to the air one more time. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it with Harris. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
Bengals 7.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Jones now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. On play action, Smith. Over the middle, that's Burton. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And let's give him about 4 on that one. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, it's Smith. Now he'll run it.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw, here's Smith. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
On 1st and 10, here's Smith. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On the handoff, this is Moss. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Smith to throw on first down. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Smith. This one caught by Chase. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Fourth down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. This a 48-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers are out to a 21-10 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. He'll start at the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense headed back to take over once more. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Here's Smith. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Into space at the 45. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. Taken in by Gesicki. Now a timeout, Cincinnati. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Smith. He'll air it out down the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And he's out of bounds in great shape down at the 15-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
3rd and inches, you're thinking the tight ends are on the field to block for the back or the quarterback, but not here. Nice setup here, playing to the tendencies of their offense, and they come away with a nice completion.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Smith. Quick throw, taken in. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Smith next. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals are able to get it back within a score.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Smith now to throw on 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Second down and 3. They'll run with Moss. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down. To throw, Smith. This one complete to Burton. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
They'll try to run it here with Moss. He's going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards. Give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert. Back is Smith. He'll get this complete. It's Moss. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that.
He works free, right side. He is in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
And even though it's just the 3rd quarter, they'll try to draw even right here and go for 2. To throw, it's Smith. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but their execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He runs with it. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down. A gain there of 13 yards.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second and a yard. Here's Harris. We'll get this to about midfield. Big Sheldon Rankins in there for the stop. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Another run here with Harris. He will have a Steelers 1st down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
On first down, right back to Harris. Not much developing there. Short pickup down to the 47. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Third and a yard. Give up the middle to Harris. They'll mark him down there at the 33, but that is good enough. A run gives them a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
On the handoff, it's Harris. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Geno Stone with the tackle. Second and 7. On the ground, this is Harris. Harris, first down. He's not done. The speed on display. He's in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Steelers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Smith to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Off the play fake. Smith. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Bengals ready to punt this one away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On 4th down, it's the former Texan Cameron Johnston to punt for the Steelers. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. The Bengals offense ready to take over possession of the football. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Throwing on 2nd down, Smith. Catch left side is made by Higgins. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and There's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
To the left side, caught by Chase.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Smith to throw on first down. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Smith. Open man is the tight end, Sample. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
On 2nd down, Smith. There's that man again, another catch. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage.
He puts it up, and it's caught. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. A return now from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. First and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A give, and here comes Harris. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. A fair catch taken here. And it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. They'll drop to throw. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Smith. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
They go play action with Smith. He's got Gesicki open down the field. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end going right. A 1st down throw for Smith. That one incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Moss. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. They'll send the tight end in motion right. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Here is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Now they'll set up to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up now for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. This crowd urging the defense on. It is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is hard down the field. He's got it. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. They took this one down to the wire. Late field goal does the trick. Walk away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.